Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Naomi, beauty business owner, mindset and manifestation coach. I have been getting into time blocking and planning my entire week, the week before, to end procrastination and boost productivity. When you're in the beauty industry, it is so difficult to juggle client bookings, all of the social media you need to do, sorting out your finances, taking new bookings, making sure you've got all the stock. And I don't even own my own salon. So you girls who have your own salon as well, there is just a million things to do. Plus juggling a family, controlling a crazy cat most of the time, every time I'm trying to film a video. Life just gets crazy. You can have these goals and you can want to take your business to the next level. You want to work out in the gym, you want to eat really well, you want to see your friends and family, you want to have a whole and balanced, fulfilled life. But so many times, all the things that we want to do, because we're just working around our clients all of the time, we don't get it all done. I used to work full-time in my beauty business, was desperate to become a life coach. And so when I actually decided to become a coach, I had to change the way that I was working in order to fit things in. When you're a coach or you've got an online business of any sort, a huge percentage of your time is dedicated to making content, editing that content, coming up with content, delivering that content, whilst taking bookings, whilst marketing your beauty business, whilst making sure that your kids are seen to, just all of the things. For years, I was living off to-do lists where I would just never get to the end of my to-do list because there's always going to be something more. Interrupt all my videos. It was actually my coach that said to me, you need to time block. Because let's face it, if you fail to plan, then you are going to... If you fail to plan, you might as well plan to fail. I should have planned that one. I have put together a productivity playbook of all the things that I'm doing for my beauty and my coaching business that's really working well. I have never felt more productive. I've never procrastinated less. And I want to share these tips with you because I think that they would really, really benefit you too. Productivity. You can download the whole PDF guide to refer back to at any time. I will put the link below this video for you, but I'm going to talk you through the tips as well so that you've got a little bit of information about what is in the full playbook. Tip number 1, you want to get your week on lock. That means you do not start planning your week on the Monday of that week. You start planning your week the week before. I know some people that do this maybe months in advance, quarters in advance, but what works really well for me, because you don't know when people are necessarily going to book in. You might know when you're working, but you don't necessarily know when your bookings are going to be. And so it's good to plan at least a week ahead, if not more, if you can. And for me, what works really well is doing this on a Thursday morning. It's one of the first tasks that I do because I've already got things in the diary for the next few weeks, but I can also slide those things in there that I need to do as well, depending on how well this week has gone. It also leaves free time for me to relax, chill out, see my friends, see my family. That's really, really important too. If you were to start a diet on a Monday morning, you wouldn't dream of starting to think about that diet on Monday morning. You would need to be prepped and ready over the weekend, the very latest by Sunday. Otherwise, you will fall down on Monday morning if you try and start a diet then. All of the pre-work has to be done before that. Step number 2, you need to make a comprehensive list of everything that you want and need to do in that following week. And giving yourself the time on a Thursday morning to do this, like a good hour is booked out in my diary to do this. On that list is everything that I have to do, like school runs, food shops, washing my hair, fake tanning, all of those things. And then all of the content creation that I need to do, the editing I need to do, the client calls that I've got booked in, the beauty bookings that I've got booked in, all goes onto that list. Stock orders, every single little thing that you can think of goes onto that list so that I do not forget anything when I come to the time blocking stage, because to-do lists are for losers, time blocking is for winners. Step number 3 is when you actually take your to-do list and you pop it into specific time slots over the next week where you are going to get that stuff done. There's many different tools that you can use out there to do this. You could use a Canva template, you could actually have a planner or a diary. I prefer to just open up a blank sheet on Pages on my MacBook, write out the days and then time block the days. The first thing I do is put in school runs, coaching calls, days where I'm at the salon. Anything that I absolutely have to do goes in first. Then I take the tasks that I want to do the least or make the most sense to do first, and I pop those in. And then I think about my energy levels as well, and like how I feel, when am I most productive, and I put the most creative, some of the tasks that I would deem to be harder, I pop those in first, and everything else then goes around it. One thing to bear in mind here is that most of us will overestimate what we can get done in a day. So you have to kind of give this a little bit of time to get used to and track it on a day-to-day basis as to what you've actually got done. The other thing to bear in mind, in the beauty industry, we do unfortunately get a lot of last-minute cancellations. So one thing that is really super helpful is to have like little tasks and jobs that you can get on with if somebody cancels on you last minute, so that time, your precious valuable time, isn't costing you more than the money that you've lost on that treatment. Always take a deposit, guys. Number 4 is to theme your days. So while I might go into the salon and film what I'm doing that day, take pictures and videos of my clients and my treatments, I wouldn't try and do a whole week's worth of content on a day where I'm in the salon. So I theme my days. I have a day where I plan all my content and then a day where I deliver it. And you'll probably see a lot of content from me over the next few weeks wearing this t-shirt because I've made a hell of a lot of content today. Step number 5, you need to be flexible yet focused. As I said in the steps before, life can throw us curveballs. There's many twists and turns. You never really quite know what's going to happen. This week I've had to deal with issues that have arisen on the phone with my daughter's school, so that's taken a little bit of time out. It's also been really sunny, so I decided to get some walks in rather than going to the gym. So you need to be focused yet flexible with your plan, because at the end of the day, things aren't going to run 100% smoothly. You have to be disciplined, you have to be focused, you have to commit to this, but you also need to be flexible and move things around, think on your toes, use your intuition and go with what's going to serve you as well. A couple of weeks ago, I had a really, really late night, stupidly scrolling on my phone until about 1 o'clock in the morning, went down a conspiracy rabbit hole. And so the next day, my productivity was definitely impacted. So on the next day, I put some tasks in there that were a little less demanding on me and move those other things around to when was better for me to do it when I had lots more energy. I trust that that's been really helpful to you to end some of your procrastination and get super duper productive and organised, focused, in the zone and well on the way to smashing your goals. As I said at the beginning of the video, the link to my download of how to do this step-by-step guides that you can refer back to at any time. It's totally free. It's in the link below this video now. I'll see you next time.